Massacre.
The ragdoll you just saw has been brought to you by Neo Assassin 97, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood Assassinate Noob since forever. A short message will now precede this video. Warning. The following video contains shitty/newbie gameplay, including chase starting, civilian killing, free run failing, and lock derping. Experienced AC veterans may want something with which to cover their eyes. Viewer discretion is advised. What's up, guys? It's Neo Assassin 97. I've just finished a 4-hour or so play session with my new PSN friend, Teo Silent. Then I decided to try my luck at some ACB Assassinate, and naturally I found nothing because there's never any matches. So instead I tried ACR Assassinate, and after searching for ACR Assassinate I was put in Wanted, Deathmatch, 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 and finally, you guessed it, Deathmatch. So I naturally quit searching for Assassinate on ACR and instead decided to record this commentary, since my only other alternative would have been to play a first-person shooter.
You have taken the lead.
So as you can see, this is some old ACB Assassinate gameplay from when I was still ranking up my alternate gamer tag, Neo Assassin 97. Yes, that is actually my alternate gamer tag. This was recorded, obviously, when I was, I'm an ACB Assassinate noob, okay? Don't judge me, okay? I started in ACR, never really got to know ACB Assassinate, which is why I start this chase, yeah. You saw the log derp in the beginning, you saw me get poisoned, you saw me barely scrape by a kill on Young Eagle, you saw me fail free running twice just now. Yeah, lots of best. I warned you at the beginning of this video. If you didn't heed that warning, it's your fault. So yeah, some ACB Assassinate gameplay here. Running, for those of you who care because you're experienced AC players, and I know there's like 3 of you among my subscribers, I'm running the set Firecrackers and Smoke Bomb. I think both might be on Rapid Reload because, like I said, I am an ACB Assassinate noob. Not running usual Smoke Poison ability set because right now poisoning is just not part of the equation for me. As it is, during this match I was lucky enough to even be able to take a single kill. And most of the kills I do get are because I vultured someone, not because I outplayed them and, like, won a lock battle or something. No. Mostly vulturing and a lot of deaths. So you'll now see here me unlocking in a smoke bomb. The one thing I do know how to do about ACB Assassinate is unlocking a smoke bomb, and then somehow I get this kill. And then I'll be vultured from the air by Young Eagle. So, in this match, we've got Young Eagle, Epic Stealth Ninja, I can't see that next person's gamer tag, Mr. Wow, 93. I'm familiar with a few of these players from some of Lolliet's videos, although up until just recently I thought Young Eagle was a pretty good player, but I saw in some of the comment sections of Lolliet's videos that it seems he might be looked at. I don't know any of the ACB community, at least not well. I don't know, like, who's considered good. Nor do I really care all that much, but, you know, whatever. So, I'm starting to digress. What I really wanted to talk to you about was ACB Assassinate in general, because, let's face it, there's really not much for you to watch in this video. Maybe I'll be able to upload a decent-ish Assassinate game in the future, but for now, it's just going to be a whole lot of boredom for the next 6 minutes and 17 seconds, so yeah. My biggest thing with ACB Assassinate is, first of all, I love it. A couple of you have said that I remind you of Chachi McSwack. Well, here's one way I'm different from Chachi McSwack, and that's I actually enjoy ACB Assassinate, as I kill a civilian doctor and then get poisoned again. I'm fine with losing it over and over again because I'm confident that I eventually will get better. It might take hours, months, years, a millennia. I feel like I will eventually get better at ACB Assassinate. The one issue I have with ACB Assassinate is how exclusive it feels. Like, you see it on Twitter and stuff all the time. Oh, we're going back playing ACB Assassinate. Let's play ACB Assassinate. Queue up for ACB Assassinate. 4 out of 6 in ACB. Yeah. And then I try getting into ACB Assassinate. There's nothing in player, so I know they're all in private. And it seems to me like to be able to play ACB Assassinate, you have to know somebody. Like, it seems like ACB Assassinate is that exclusive club down the street that everyone wants to get into, but the big muscular guy outside the door is like, bitch, please, you ain't getting in here unless you know Ninkin or some shit. Yeah. That's how it feels to me, because, like, I started in ACR, and everyone who started in not ACB is looked down upon, but there are, like, a few, or at least there's me, and I assume there are others like me, who are genuinely interested in getting better at this game. A lot of you who I've now, like, recently friended on PS3, I've discussed this with. Like, my desire when starting this YouTube channel, and really from getting into the AC community from the start, was to learn to play with an ACB playstyle. And here's the one instance where killing a civilian actually saves me, because that bitch up there on the rail was trying to shoot me just now, and you can see her around the pillar with her gun still aimed at me. So, the one time that killing a civilian has actually saved me, and then I'm going to take an acro on that,
lost.
What's her name, Damarosa, later for like 800 points. Super satisfying. Anyway, as I was saying, I had started this YouTube channel and playing ACB Assassinate with the hope that I would be able to play with a more ACB style of gameplay. Meaning not ability baiting all the time, running circles around people. Yeah, all that stuff. Like, I try and play as, you know, free-runny acro-based and, you know, quick, efficient killing as possible, but I'm not very good at it. So, yeah. I figured the best way for me to become better at it is to play ACB, right? Wrong. Because the only mode I'm able to semi-consistently get into is Wanted, and, you know, you can play Wanted as much as you want, but it's gonna get old after a while, especially when you consistently can't score high like myself. So then I turned to ACB Assassinate. I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, if I play ACB Assassinate, the only people who seem to play ACB Assassinate these days are Assassin's Creed veterans, right? And the people who are supposedly, like, the best players in the community. And from what I can see, they typically are very good. However, it's impossible to get into a match because they all occur in private mode. And so unless you get an invitation from a friend or have enough friends to invite to create a full lobby, which I do not, at least not enough friends who play ACB Assassinate, you are screwed, kind of. I mean, it feels like you can't really even get a chance to try and experience ACB Assassinate unless you know somebody. The first time I was able to play Assassinate was during this cluster of games here, and that was because I had recently friended Mr. Scrub, who I've shown on this channel a couple of times. And that was like that was really the only reason I was even able to get into these matches, was because there was somehow room available, and I locked this woman again, knowing because if I don't, she's just gonna shoot me. So we're now walking around. I see the smuggler climb up. I try to lock her, derp again, and next thing I know, I'm getting shot by said Damarosa. Anyway, it just feels like, I don't know. Like I said, it seems very exclusive, and so even for the players that, you know, you hear them all the time, oh, ACR players, they'll never learn, they're always so stupid or something, always trying to bait with their abilities, always failing, like kind of like that, always failing, always never, always, you know, boring matches, yada yada yada. We're the martyrs of the former AC community. Like, that's what it comes across as. Like, that's how it comes off after a little while, after constantly hearing it. And while I'm in no position to criticize them because they are better than me, it feels like they don't want to give the other players a chance to improve. Like, it really honestly does. I mean, this was probably the first and last time I've gotten into ACB Assassinate for a long while to even try to get better at it. And then the most recent time I was able to play ACB Assassinate was yesterday for a whole 2 matches. Not even 2, more like 1.5. And then everyone promptly left and all that crazy stuff. So, yeah, not a whole lot of opportunities to play ACB Assassinate. This one was a fight for the podium, because at this point I'm just trying to make first through third in any match. And so this one I managed to take 3rd place in the last 10 seconds of the game, and somehow managed to hold 3rd place. And so I barely squeeze by and make 3rd place. So there you go. I hope this ACB Assassinate rant has been somewhat entertaining, and if it hasn't, I apologize. But that's all the time I've got. Neo Assassin 97 out.